On stage, in front of a live studio audience at the Wild at Heart in Berlin-Kreuzberg, the Courettes, take it away!
So basically, at the moment, you are the only touring band in the world. So
Apparently, yeah.
I guess so.
So first of all, how did it come to this?
Yeah, that's a good question, but I like that I guess we're the only touring band in the whole world now, and that's actually kind of crazy shit. Yeah, but
Well, I think it's quite simple. You know, it was arranged. We were allowed to go, and we live of this. So it's also we miss a lot. We haven't been playing much for 7 months, 8 months, and we have a big urge of going out, and also this showing, giving people a good time. So we're gonna have a good time. We want to give people a very good time too. Playing the music is very important in these shit times we have here. So, we were allowed to go, and so of course we're gonna go.
we have always been a tour band. That's what we like to do. That's where we feel at home, being on the road, and that's how we make money. So when we talk we are back touring, if you imagine a sweaty audience dancing in a packed venue, it's definitely not how it is today. It's not like it was in the good old times. But it's better than nothing, I think. And people are having this community experience of being together with other people for the music, which is very important part.
Oh, but we also have to point out, Wild at Heart yesterday, for example, was super professional. It's everyone is very careful. Everyone is very responsible. You know, the promoters, the venue, all the people, the audience going there, super careful, respecting what's it called? This stuff you put on the masks.
The masks.
Have you had any negative feedback, like people saying that you shouldn't do this or something
Not
like
yet.
that?
Not yet, but I think in March when we were touring, some people in Denmark wrote us, "What are you doing there? You have to come back home. It's risky." We heard that too, and at least people don't say it in our faces, but. I know how it is. For example, I come from Brazil, and the situation in Brazil is really hardcore. And all my friends, musicians and bookers, promoters, they're not doing anything apart from live streams. So I think for them it's kind of a shock to know that now in Europe, some countries, in some situations, you can actually perform live. So for them, I think it's so far out at the moment that they think it's weird.
It's super important to keep the culture going also.
And this is what
this
we
is
think.
our little contribution to this, because without culture, without music, theaters, arts, you know, it's right now that the world is mostly functioning. It's like this. The workers are just doing all their jobs, but all the really fun parts of going out, discotheques, and going to museums, going to art galleries, seeing live shows. This is what gives the spices on life.
Let's talk about the ongoing pandemic, of course. How has it affected, first of all, the Courettes and your sphere of music industry?
Yeah, the pandemic affected everything in our lives because we are basically a touring band. We live of making shows basically, because some years ago when it changed the industry from selling records to streaming, you know, it's already, I think not only us but most musicians already were getting money only when performing live. So right now it's, you know, we cannot sell records and we cannot perform live. So it's a situation that we've never seen in the music industry, and it's affecting everybody from the big bands to the small bands.
Yeah, do you think like there will be a long-lasting effect for music industry from this pandemic, and how will it change in your mind?
Absolutely.
Absolutely, yes, for sure. A lot of almost a year without being able to do the business. Small venues are being strangled really slowly. Everyone's you have to remember all these many of these small venues like Wild at Heart. It's been there for what 20-25 years. You know, it's the lives of people, good people, really, who's been fighting and working their asses off for years on this. They're slowly being strangled, you know. So this is a very a big shit for the future and the underground and the culture and the subculture. It's for the misfits, for the freaks.
Yes.
This is going to be a big tragedy for culture.
Because people have to understand the importance of the small venues. Because all upcoming artists, they need to have a place to grow as a musician, to grow as an artist. And if it's just like festivals or nothing, you know, when is going to be a renovation of the artists who are, you know, in the mainstream? So it's such a big importance for culture in general that we have venues that play niche music or that allow upcoming artists to perform, for example. And I'm afraid that this is gone in the near future, and the consequences are going to be terrible.